We're with Ange Stannett. Ange, how does it feel to be the third women's captain of this club?
Yeah, it's massive, isn't it? No, extremely honoured to be the third captain of this club, and yeah, I think a bit taken back, to be honest, given my personal circumstances. Obviously, it doesn't change the way that you show up for the group, but it is going to mean that it's going to look a little bit different, and we're going to have to lean on some of our other leaders and the entire group this year. But so excited for what this is looking like for 2024, and very excited with the group that we've got put together.
And you just found out the news with the group. What were the emotions in the room when everyone was told?
Well, it was super exciting, obviously. There were a few cheers and, pats on the back and whatnot. There was a combination, though, I guess. It's always going to be difficult when you've got Hayley, who's been an incredible leader of the club, and it's, you want to be sensitive around that because she's done a fantastic job and she's played such a huge role in shaping who I am as a leader as well. But I also know that Hayley's an incredible person, and she's already given me the word that she's going to be there doing what she does regardless, as all of our leaders are. So, there was a lot of excitement, and as we know, there's going to be a few new additions to the group as well. So, it's looking really good for the year ahead. I can't wait to get to work with all the girls.
Now, are there any key takeaways you've learned from your time as vice captain over the last 3 seasons?
Oh, so many. I guess the way that I've tried to show up is, it's always kind of in line with our trademark. Obviously, we go through and we put a lot of work into our trademark and what it is that we value as a group. And if you can show up that way, you're going to be adding to the environment. I think one of the biggest ones for me over the last 12 months is that you've always got control over how you choose to show up. And regardless of what that looks like outside of football, you're here and you're here for a reason. And, sometimes that is just trying to give your best for what you've got. And that's all I'll ever ask from any of the girls as well. Probably just making sure, showing up with intent, showing up with purpose, and doing what you can to help others be their best as well.
Now, you touched on it a little bit before, but we will see Hayley move into a role of vice captain alongside Laura Pugh and Anya Tai. Can you touch on a little bit further of what impact Hayley has had on your leadership aspirations and you as a person as well?
Absolutely, yeah. So Hayley's been there the whole way for me, pretty much, since I got in year 3, and by then, obviously, Hayley was a really important leader in the club and still is. And I've worked alongside Hayley for many, many years, and I've seen the way that she goes about it. She's the ultimate professional. She sets the standards. We know what to expect from her. She's extremely, she's reliable and consistent in that way. And I think they're qualities that I would love to be able to demonstrate for the group as well. Hayley's been massive in shaping me as a leader, as has Juddy, the club's first captain too, and we're so lucky to still have Juddy around the club now to be able to bounce off of, along with all the other girls who have at some point been in the leadership group or are just leaders in their own right.
Your peers have obviously shown full confidence in you, voting you into this role. What will your role as captain look like, given you won't be out there on game day?
Yeah, it's going to be unique, isn't it? It's a different one, and it's probably something that I'm yet to fully be comfortable with myself as well. Being the sort of person that I like to get my hands dirty, previously in other years, it's about the performance that you put out on the field and out on the track. So it's definitely going to look a little bit different. But I think one thing that I've learned the last few weeks in particular, going through this injury, is again, it's how you choose to show up and how you choose to contribute to the group, regardless of your own circumstances. So although it will look a little bit different for me this year on game day, I'll be, from what I understand, I'll be on the sideline helping coach from the bench. So the girls don't escape my voice too much. They'll still hear me. But again, I take a lot of comfort knowing that I've got a fantastic leadership group alongside me who are going to be able to step up in those moments for the group. And whether that's Anya, whether that's Pewey, Ashbraz, Driscoll, Hayley, at any point in time, we know we can lean on them for their strengths. And all of them bring a really unique strength to the group as well and connect with a lot of the girls in the group as well. So at times it's just going to mean that we need to choose who the group really needs to step up in a moment, and I have no doubt the girls are going to be able to do that.
So we also have some new additions to the group in Emma O'Driscoll and Ash Brazel. How proud are you of them, and what will they bring to the side as leaders?
I'm so proud of them, and I'm so excited to be working with them a little bit closer and in a different scope as well. Driz is someone who's come a really long way in a really short period of time when you actually think about it. I remember when she first came into the club and she had Raging Bull as a nickname for a reason, and she gives us so much energy. But she's also, again, one of our really consistent, reliable players out on the track, and we know every time Drew steps across that line what we're going to get from her, and I think she's the type of player that people look to in those times to jump on her back, when she's always given that energy, always going in with intent. She's never going to pull out of anything, so that's the sort of thing that we're looking forward to seeing more of this year. Braz has so much more experience. I'm so excited to learn from Braz this year as well, because what she brings to our group is this level head. She's just like the most cool, calm, collected character, has like the bigger view of it's not just all football. So I think we've got a really nice balance in the mix, along with obviously Anya, Pui, Hayley, who are going to bring, what we know them to bring so well.